All right. Now, you guys were asking, Stephen Kant and a couple of others were asking about the New York way of playing Mozambique. The origins of it are kind of like unknown. I can only go to the first recording, well, not the first, yeah, the first recording with the Mozambique was on a Charlie Palmieri's recording, Either You Have It or You Don't, which features a couple of tunes where the timbale player and the conga player are kind of trying to assimilate the Mozambique rhythm, which is almost impossible with two guys on two instruments. Where in a Mozambique group itself, you got 15 conga players, and they're all parts. But for a band, in a band setting, timbales and congas can only do what they can do. And the timbale player would play the on the timbale, and the conga player kind of follows the pattern a little bit on that album. It doesn't come to mind right now, but because I studied Tommy Lopez and his way of playing, I was taught actually his way of playing by one of his students, Mario Galagarza, on one drum on how to play the Mozambique part that he was playing from the album with Eddie Palmieri, Mi Conga equals Mozambique, or the Mozambique album, where you can hear Tommy Lopez playing these one drum parts. Now I have two videos of me playing those parts on YouTube, so you can find them there. But today I'm going to show you first on two drums, New York style Mozambique. Now they're completely different. They don't necessarily follow the cowbell pattern like Tommy Lopez followed it. By that I mean the bell pattern was go go and giddy. Which is one of the patterns that, I'm sorry, I got my, put this over here, that Tommy Lopez played on the recording. Tommy was very good at doing that because he played for dance classes and he knew how to play parts. So these are the variations that I learned back in the 60s, because that's when I learned them. This is one of them to begin with. Now, I'm from the school, if you can say it, you can play it, right? I'll try to slow it down now. That was probably the first one I learned outside of the one drum part that I learned from my old friend Mario. Mario was the first conga player with Willie Colon. He's on the first album, El Malo. Mario Galagarza, my old friend. So this was in real time. The slaps are linked in with the cowbell pattern, right? Variation now. Listen, watch. variation. Trying to remember all these. So it's all slaps. I'm just off the cuff here, you know. So hope you're picking this up. Can't slow it down unless you were, you know, on camera with me, stroke for stroke. Okay. I got so many running in my head. Sorry. Left hand, watch the left hand, I come back. This is what I played on my Breaking Skin album. On tune there, I played this, but I played on 4 drums actually. Nobody's playing this stuff today. Not like this. That's from my school. Plus, I expanded on it after I learned it. I try to expand on what I learned. Try to take it in another direction. So, yeah, you're adding 4 drums, you expand it even more. You know what I mean? Playing this rhythm. Now, remember, this is a New York style. This is what we came up with in New York City. We didn't know what Mozambique was. We didn't, I mean, for the record collectors, some guys were earlier than I was. I started collecting records at the age of 9, bought my first album at 12. And I knew about Latin dance music in those days, but rhythms themselves I hadn't started to learn yet, like a Mozambique, which had been around since 1961, I believe. When Pello Africano, the creator of the Mozambique rhythm in its entirety, that's amazing. The rhythms come out of people like that in Cuba. That's a beautiful thing. And was able to expand on it where you can have an army of drummers, basically, and then create a dance on top of the rhythm. All right? And it became a carnival rhythm. All right? Now, it's not a dance hall rhythm. You know what I mean? It's a carnival rhythm. Now, it did have its kind of dance with. I had the first album by Pello Africano from 1961, live in Paris, France, and on the back of it, it's got a posting of the steps of how to dance Mozambique. And if you can check out his old videos, you see him actually doing the dance himself, Pego. um, so, let me see again. I laugh at myself sometimes because I got so much stuff running through my head. It's like my hand's trying to play catch up with my thoughts. All right, so I'm going to leave this, what I did today for you. If you have any questions about anything, hit me back up. If you want to do on a one-on-one, let's do a one-on-one. Freebie. I'm getting lonely here, man. Come on. 8 months in, this room. That's a nice room to be in, right? All right. Hey, look, stay safe, stay well out there. I love you guys and gals. And Mozambique, New York style. If you're having a hard time picking it up, like I said, hit me up one-on-one and we can go through the hand steps. All right? Okay. Take care. See you later.